Los Angeles has the largest unsheltered population in America, and parks do face the same kinds of challenges as other open spaces in our, in our public throughways, with people who don't have any place to go. So parks are a vital partner in addressing homelessness through the staff engagement, through connectivity with outreach, through the facilities that are available, but also through a recognition that they are going to be a place where homeless people will come, certainly during the day when the parks are available to everybody, and it's a really good place of engagement with people.
Our parks and our libraries are, for whatever reason, the safest place where people gather and they feel like they belong. There is a certain percentage of the population that have experienced homelessness that have experienced some form of institutionalization, where you're constantly told what to do and what rules to follow, and very hierarchy and discipline. So some people go to the parks because that's the place where they feel safe and they feel most free. It's their strongest sense of connection to what freedom feels like. And our parks are our commons. It's where anyone could gather free, for any reason. And we need to make the investment in them so that they can be this kind of gathering place for everybody.
Parks offer open space where they can hang out, congregate, and feel safe. We have facilities, we have drinking fountains, so there's availability for water. We have restroom facilities. If they wish to use a restroom, it's there, it's available. So I think with those commodities available to a homeless person, they feel that a park is a place where they feel comfortable.
Parks are a gathering place for all people, and homeless individuals should not be precluded from feeling welcomed at parks. Parks are opening to all people, and in Los Angeles we want parks to be safe, accessible, and welcoming. Now our Mayor Garcetti, has instituted what we call a no wrong door policy, and that really charges each department with ensuring that any individual that needs assistance in the city of Los Angeles should not be turned away or given an opportunity to find an answer to their problem.
The Department of Recreation and Parks, we're involved with 7 homeless strategies, anywhere ranging from providing 24-hour restroom access to our homeless encampment cleanups, all the way to just general outreach at our facilities.
Councilman Krikorian has offered Homeless Connect Days, where a lot of different agencies come here, and the homelessness are invited to come in to get a haircut, to get medical attention, to get information about where they might be able to get some shelter and food and so on.
In our parks, we're trying to pull together a group of people and resources that can help. So sometimes it's our park rangers, sometimes it's LAPD, and there are specific units within LAPD that deal specifically with the transient population. When we have incidents that require that type of service, it's great when we can have a response from people who have that special knowledge, because the issues and the concerns can vary.
We're finding more now more than ever, a lot of people who are mentally ill and can be a danger to themselves or others. We're finding that there's a lot of people who are addicted to narcotics and suffer because of the narcotics, and also suffer because of it affects their mental state of mind. We have more homeless people in Los Angeles than ever before, and because of that, there are problems that do occur, and I as a park ranger, as a supervisor, respond to these problems. And my real difficulty right now is making sure that I do the priorities first, and in doing that, make the park more safe, and also protect the rights of everybody, including and especially the homeless person.
Now, our primary mission, as I mentioned, is to keep parks safe and accessible. So it's a natural question to ask, well, how can we be part of the homeless solution and ensure that we're serving the needs of homeless people, but at the same time maintaining safe and open parks? So it's a question that we really have to deal with and wrestle with at our Parks Department, because on one hand, we want to make sure that parks are safe, open, and inviting, but at the other time, we don't want to turn away people that also have a right to use a public space. So I think it's important for our department to really be studying this issue, looking at best practices from across the nation, and really being honest with this question remembering at the end of the day that we need to serve every single resident in the city of Los Angeles.
The biggest struggle that the city faces to combat homelessness is something that we call not in my backyard, or NIMBYism. And this is a very, very complicated topic because oftentimes when people think about homelessness, they think of the worst in someone. They think of the person on the street with a lot of items, let's say in a shopping cart, or they think of someone who's using drugs, or they think of someone who's violently mentally ill, and they don't, or it's hard to conceive that person really being at their best in life when we just see them at their worst in life.
As a department, we need to start educating our employees so we understand what homelessness is about and how we could help them, and bring in resources to our employees to be able to provide that outreach and provide services to the homeless community.
Homeless people aren't really all that bad or different as society has made them out to look, and especially in Los Angeles, where homeless population is so prevalent and so visible. It's really showed me to be able to respect everyone and look at them in the eyes and say, hello, how are you doing?
I would like to see a Los Angeles where there is equal pathways for all to be able to participate in that new growth, and that homelessness, I think, will always be with us, but not at the scale that it is now. And so it will be a city where we have adequate mental health resources, adequate substance abuse resources.
We spoke to someone that was dealing with homelessness, and he said that since he's been out here, he's been able to help people in his position and send them to rehab and get them back on their feet. And so just hearing someone like in a position where they're like still trying to help themselves, still find time to help other people is really commendable.
We in Los Angeles are very proud to be hosting the January 2017 Innovation Lab in Los Angeles with a focus on homelessness, a very, very important issue for today's modern societies, particularly in Los Angeles and other urban cities facing the challenges of what it is to run a parks department while also serving the public in a way that is open, healthy, and safe. So we're really excited to engage this dialogue here the next couple of days in Los Angeles, really have honest and frank discussions with our city leaders about how we as parks departments ensure that we provide safe and welcoming parks that serve all residents, all people, and that do so in a compassionate, caring, and safe way.